Hey y'all, it's your girl Abby. We got to the 24. We here in Richmond, baby. Had to bring it home. I am doing a video today about financial stability. A lot of people keep asking me, how am I able to travel as much, especially the fact that I'm a single mother. So I'm going to give y'all a few tips and some pointers. I got notes because y'all know I got ADHD, so gotta stay on task. All right. Okay, so first point, credit cards. I know a lot of y'all don't like to use them. I don't mind using them, mainly for the points. Okay, a lot of my points I save up, and that's how I'm able to get flights that's covered. I also do transfer balances as well with my credit cards. So a lot of times, some of us are in binds. We have less money than we have and more responsibilities. You know what I mean? So with that being said, a lot of times you have to use a credit card to pay some of your bills. I highly recommend using your credit card to pay majority of your bills anyway, because that way you will get the points needed to do the traveling that I like, and also when choosing your credit cards, guys, you want to go for the lowest interest rate as possible. So normally the credit unions, they offer you the best interest rate with intro credit cards, but I'm not against the Chase credit cards, Capital One, American has annual fees sometimes, so be aware that some of these credit cards will have annual fees. I like to choose the ones that don't have any annual fees, guys. You guys use those credit cards, pay them bills with the credit card so you can get the points, and the points will cover your flight. So that's how I'm able to travel a lot as well. Next key point, cut back on eating out. I know it's hard. Sometimes we don't feel like cooking a lot of times. Ooh, it's cold, y'all. Sorry. But yeah, sometimes we don't feel like cooking. So with that being said, I need y'all to kind of reel that in. Go to the grocery store more. Use them credit cards so you can get the points to get your groceries. Okay. Cook at home. Avoid eating out. This will save you a lot of money. All right, guys. So 3 savings accounts. I highly recommend having 3 savings accounts. Your first savings account should be high on interest yield, meaning that if you're saving $10 and you don't touch the $10, they might give you an additional $1 instead of an additional 1 cent. Okay. So SoFi is a good, banking company for that. They offer I can't tell you the exact rate right now because they change it often, but they offer the best high yield interest for a savings account. All right. Soft girl era savings. That's the next savings that I want to share with you guys that I use personally. So within that savings, I have a certain amount of money allotted for beauty things, such as getting my hair done, nails done, lashes, shopping if I want to do a shopping binge or something, because women, we have those from time to time, and also other little fun things, going out to eat, stuff like that. If I don't have any money into that account, I will not spend any money getting my hair done, getting my nails done, getting lashes done. I will do it at home myself. So that means cornrowing my hair on my own, whatever. If that means me putting the lash strips on myself, then that's what I'm going to do, because I want to save money so I can do more traveling, because that's what I truly enjoy doing. So yeah, I feel like every woman should have this, whether you like to travel or not, because you might have your own interest in doing something else, and that's going to save you money. So you can do what you love. Regular savings account. I recommend a regular savings account at the credit union. Do your credit unions. You're going to get a better interest rate as well with that, as far as your return money. When I say return money, like if you're saving $10 and you saved it for 6 months or so and you have not touched it at all, the credit union will credit you back, $1 to 50 cents. It depends on what the interest rate is at the time. But yeah, that's what the credit union is going to give, versus other banks will give you a couple of cents, 2 or 3 cents. And we want all our money, right? Because we the ones saving it. So we want to see that money. All right. Tip. When traveling, always travel with a budget in mind. Okay. Meaning Y'all know me, I love Jamaica. I go to Jamaica a lot, okay? But when I do go, I always go with a budget in mind. So, I'll take out the allotted money that I want, cash, to be able to spend freely over there when going over there. And this is separate from you paying for your room already or your Airbnb, separate from your transportation costs, also separate from your flight. This is money that you need on you, on your purse. This money is going to allow you to be able to go out and do those activities in the country you're in, or eat the exotic foods at whatever country you're in, and explore and also indulge in some of their entertainment, right? I like to recommend to people minimum $1,000. Minimum, okay? If you're traveling out the country, you gotta have that on reserve. And the reason why I'm saying that is because emergencies. Again, this is money you could spend on another trip as well in the future. So the tighter your budget is on that trip, the more loose you can be on another. All right. Priorities. Brings me to my next point. Your emergency money. I need to touch on this because I have travelers and people that also have reached out to me saying that things have come up and they're not prepared for it. So, have you an emergency stash, whether that be on your personal debit card, which y'all know me, I'm gonna recommend the credit cards, okay? Because then you get your points. You get your points, right? So have a credit card allowed for emergencies only when out the country. This will be for, say for instance, you're stuck, you got back into the U.S., right? But you're stuck at your connecting flight because your flight to get home has been canceled. So now you have to find you a hotel or whatever. This happened to me coming back from Jamaica in July. We got stuck in Miami for whatever reason. The flight was canceled to go to Richmond. And, I used my emergency credit card for booking the room at the Hilton and also for having some money for that day because they didn't have another flight to come back to Richmond until the next day at 9 p.m. So we had to spend we spent the night and the day in Miami. Now you could make this a trip too if you got the budget to do it. You can make it a little side trip in Miami. I didn't have the money at that time, so I was being smart. I went ahead and just used it for the room, something to eat, and to sit around. Also, sometimes you might want to catch another flight somewhere else to catch another flight, and they make you pay these dumb transfer fees sometimes. This emergency credit card can also cover those emergency transfer fees, okay? So, it's just always smart to have an emergency fund. Alright, that brings me to my next point, guys. Major companies offer their employees discounts on different, activities or even hotel stays. What else? Restaurants, flights, entertainment. I would recommend that you check with your HR services at your job to see what discounts they offer you. Cause, something like a Disney World trip or whatever, they might offer, hey, if you're, say for instance, a BCU employee or something like that. I don't know if BCU does it, but if they say you're a BCU employee and they're offering 2% off of your, entrance tickets into, Disney World. Little things like that. The cents, the dollars will add up. Cents and dollars, both. They're gonna add up, okay? The more you save, the better off you are. Cellular service, right? I highly recommend that you check with your particular cell phone service, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, whatever cell phone service you have, check with them to see if they're covering whatever country you're traveling to, see if they will cover any roaming fees, text messages costs, data costs for using internet for all of my social media fans and also my independent content creators, okay? Check with your service to see what they cover so you know ahead of time how you need to be spending your money in that area. If they do not cover you, I recommend getting you a SIM card in whatever country you're in and place it in your phone. You also need to check to see if your phone takes SIM cards, because I believe the new iPhone 16s and 15s or whatever, they don't allow you to put a international SIM card in. So just check. You can always go get you a little Android. That could be a travel phone. And you can switch out SIM cards depending on where you're going. For my people that travel a lot. So that's going to save you money in that area too. Because a lot of people go out of the country and they they're unaware of the additional cost will be charging you, and you end up getting a bill when you come back to America for an additional $50 or $100. That's money you could have saved for another trip. Okay. Again, I love to travel, so I'm pinching pennies any way I can. That brings me to the next point of exchanging your money. Right? Now, I like to exchange my money at the bank here because I just simply get a better rate. You can get other rates in the country that might be better than what they offer here, but you can check. Now, I will shout out Wells Fargo for this, because Wells Fargo is one of the banks I use for exchanging my money. And all you have to do is go to International Exchange tab on Wells Fargo, and it will tell you how much the rate is going to be if you convert over $1,000 or $500. Once you select that, you're going to select if you want to pick it up from a bank, whatever Wells Fargo bank in your area, or you can have them ship it to you directly. All right, do it yourself. Okay, do it yourself. DIY. That saves a lot of money. Do it yourself at home. You can do projects on your own at home. That'll save money for you to travel. Do it yourself with your hair. That saves money. Lashes. That saves money. When I say do yourself with lashes, I don't mean individuals now. Some of y'all skillful like that. I ain't. I gotta do a strip. So you can just go ahead and put a strip on. Woo. Sorry, y'all. I'm crying. It's cold. But yeah, put a strip on. That'll save you money. Paint your own nails even. Or you could just go without doing your lashes for a while too. That gives your eyes some breaks as well. Yeah, I'm just talking about things that you can just penny pinch. Cause I'm telling y'all, all this stuff add up. Y'all want to know how I'm traveling so much being a single mother? That's how. Okay. I'm being cheap. Not all the time, but I do it when it counts and when I need to. All right. Every penny counts, y'all. All right. So just keep that in mind when it comes to traveling or doing anything you want to do. Just spend your money wisely. To the next point, priorities matter, guys. So you need to prioritize. Can you make this trip happen this year? If you cannot, be realistic with yourself, okay? If you can't make the trip happen, do not force it, because then you're gonna start cutting corners, meaning you won't have your emergency fund. You need that. You won't have any, budget money from when you're out there spending. Again, you need that. The whole purpose of traveling is to have fun while you're out there, right? So, I'm not trying to call nobody broke, but if you broke, stay at home. For real. Like, stay at home. Alright. Bring me to another, segue. I am not doing this off fairy dust and unicorn piss. With that being said, I go to work. And when I say I go to work, I work overtime. I work other little side jobs. I hustle. You know what I mean? Legally, I ain't selling drugs now, but I hustle. All right. If you need to pick up a second job to make this stuff happen, a lot of us are already working a second job to begin with, right? I recommend working. That's how you're going to have money to do the stuff that you want to do. If you only working part-time somewhere, I'm not saying you can't travel, but you might just got to scale back a little bit on other things in your life at home, or you can scale back and do a trip in the U.S. versus out the country. This stuff can be done, but we all have to make money still to go ahead and spend our money in another country, or even if it's just a trip here in our country. So keep that in mind. And finally, my final point, guys, simple living. Okay. It's best to live as simple as possible so you can have extra money to do the things you want to do. All right. When returning home from a trip, it's best to just go ahead and go back to work. Do some more extra hours to compensate for the money that you have spent. Shop only when you need to shop. Meaning if you already got 10 pairs of jeans in your closet, why do you need to buy another pair of jeans? That's uncalled for. You can, again, recycle them. We have washing machines, right? Some of y'all know how to wash by hand, right? Okay. Wash your clothes. Recycle. That brings me to another tip, okay? I know people be liking to have their outfits for out the country, but you can recycle a lot of them outfits. People in different countries, all people have not seen what you want unless you're a social media influencer. That's something different. I get why you have to switch your outfits, right? But if you regular schmegular, you know what I mean? You can wear that same outfit you wore to Singapore. You can wear that to Jamaica. You can wear it to Dubai. Ain't nobody gonna know. Nobody know you. So yeah, recycle them outfits, please. So yeah, that's all I got, guys, as far as tips on financial stability this year, 2025. We're gonna make sure that we come through this year. All right. I'm gonna be traveling more this year. Be doing more. So just make sure you follow the channel, like and subscribe. Thank y'all for all of y'all support, and we out.